Hello, welcome to Dreams to Keys Realty. I am Jalon, the licensed realtor and owner here. This is where dreams turn into keys. And I'm so glad that you are able to meet with us here on another video to talk about a very important topic. Today, we'll be talking about 3 steps to plan for your monthly expenses. And this can help whether you are currently renting or own a home, but of course, if you're looking to own a home in the future, you can use these steps to plan ahead for what you can pay for your mortgage, escrow, taxes, insurance, and principal and interest of the mortgage. So you can kind of plan ahead of what you would like to spend in a mortgage or pay for your mortgage by using these steps as well. All right. So there are 3 steps that I will go over on how you can plan for your monthly expenses. And of course, there are steps that I have separate for quarterly and annual expenses. So you will want to subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So whenever that information is posted on here, that you don't miss it. So make sure that you do those steps. All right. So let's get into the ways that I do and some others of you may be doing for planning for your monthly expenses. Step 1, I list out everything that I pay per month. So if it's something that I'm consistently paying each month, then that's something that I will list out. An example of that is my mortgage. Another example is the home warranty. So that could be all categorized under my home expenses. Another example could be car related. So if you have a car loan, that could be something that you need to pay on each month. And then also if you have, well, you will have insurance for your car. So that is another part of under the car category that you can list out as expenses. So those are monthly expenses that I would be paying. So those are things that I'm itemizing out, listing out so that I can include them in this calculation. All right, so 1 is to list out everything that you pay each month. If you're paying it out every month, list it out. Number 2 is to itemize your list. So give the numbers, the true numbers down to the cents. Make sure that you write those out next to the list that you've put them in. So if you have number 1 as your home and you have subcategories, so you could have your mortgage payment, which could include principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. List that number out. Then you might have your home warranty. List that number out. All of that makes up your home category of expenses, and that will be the bigger number for that category, but you also know the individual numbers by doing the steps that I just mentioned. So that's how you can keep up with the numbers as they change. But here we're trying to make sure that we capture our monthly expense number. So this is how you can do it and keep up with where that money is going. So list out everything you pay monthly, itemize your list. And if you come across something that you feel like, well, it's never the same each month, it may range. So that's something that you can either average out, take the middle number that you usually spend, or take the highest number that you usually spend. And that choice is yours. So whatever number that is up to you. My example is electricity. So I pay electricity every month, but it may not be the same number every month. And most of the time it is not. So I would use the average in my case and put that number toward the monthly expenses. And in the interim, I'll be working on strategies to make sure that I don't have a high electricity bill and have energy efficiency in my home. So those are ways that you can go about to capture that in your monthly expenses, but also make sure that you're putting things in place to optimize your bill. All right. And number 3 is to divide that list by the number of times you are paid in a month. So if you are paid twice a month, if you get paid bi-weekly, then you want to divide your total expenses by 2. If you are paid 4 times a month, you want to divide by 4. So whatever your number is that you are consistently paid per month, make sure you divide your total. So this is after you've added all of the itemized lists calculations together and come up with your expense per month. your monthly expenses. So you have a number per month with everything that you're spending. So grab that number, divide it by the number of times you are paid per month, and this will help you strategize how to make sure that you are saving money aside each time you are receiving income. So each time you are receiving income, you can use that number that you found after you divide it by the number of times that you are paid. You can use that number to make sure that that's set aside in a separate account that will cover your monthly expenses. An example of this could be, let's say you make $10,000 or you bring home $10,000 per month and you get paid twice a month. So $10,000 divided by 2 is $5,000. That $5,000 is what you want to assess and set aside each pay period. So once you get paid, you set aside $5,000 in a separate account where you will later draft, auto pay, or itemize manually each expense out to its respective account, or pay each bill off from that account. All right, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So you get your list, you itemize your list, and you categorize it in the way that you're itemizing it, like I mentioned with the home and the car. And then you add everything together. So the whole list of monthly expenses, add all of those together, get that number, divide it by the number of times you are paid per month, and you get that number and set that aside from the money that you are given per month. So hopefully when you look at that number, you're not exhausted of all of your funds per month. If you are, if you feel like you are, then you need to reassess your list based on your wants and needs. So there may be things that you may have included in your list that you need to reassess. You need to look at ways to optimize that expense or remove it altogether until at least you either have an increase in income and or you have some other strategy in place where what you're looking to purchase each month is more affordable. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you like this video, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell. Once again, I am Jalon Strong, the owner and licensed realtor here, and this is Dreams to Keys Realty, where dreams turn into keys. I'll see you on the next one.